Hi everyone, welcome back to Xcoding with Alvian. I hope all of you are doing well and keep on learning new things in the current pandemic situation. In this video, we're going to learn about the new appclip experience introduced by Apple in iOS 14. Appclip is a feature where the user can quickly access a specific feature or app without downloading the full app from the App Store. Let me show you how it works by using NFC tags as the entry point. Here, I have the NFC tag containing the associated domain URL of the appclip. I can just tap this card on an iPhone. It shows the app card. Okay, let me tap on the open button. Boom! It successfully opens the appclip, showing the list of movies. Let me tap on one of the movie. It navigates to the movie details screen, showing all the details. Let me tap on one of the trailer here. Okay, the movie trailer plays. Dismiss this. That's basically it for the appclip experience. So, other than tapping NFC tags, there are many other entry points for the appclips, such as scanning a QR code, visiting a webpage with Safari app banner, places in maps, and URL links in the message. The appclip uses associated domains under the hood to enable the URL linking possible. Apple also limits the binary size of the appclip to be under 10 megabytes as a mandatory requirement. appclip provides amazing opportunities for small businesses such as coffee shops, restaurants, rentals, to make the ordering and payment flow become so much more seamless. For example, they can provide NFC tags or QR codes at the checkout counter so the user can make an order and pay from the app. The appclip is not stored as an installed app on the device. Instead, it is cached and will be cleared if not used for some period of time. The user can also choose to install the full app from the App Store and have their data migrated if they choose to. To learn more about the appclips, please watch the WWDC 2020 appclip session. I have provided the link at the description below. Okay, so without further ado, let's dive into Xcode and start learning on how to add an appclip into an iOS app. To begin the demo, please download the starter project from the GitHub repository link at the description below. The starter project contains the MovieDB app built using SwiftUI. If you are interested, you can check the video tutorial link where we build the app from scratch at the description below. Also, make sure to install the latest Xcode 12 beta. Let's check the app first. It has two main tabs: the Movies tab and the Search tab. The Movies tab shows the now playing, upcoming, top-rated, and popular movies in carousel. When we tap on a movie, it will navigate to the movie details screen, showing all the related information. The second tab is the Search tab. Here, the user can search the movie that they want. That's basically it for the app. Okay, for the appclip experience, we're going to show only the movie tab to the user. I've created the checklist task that we need to complete to build the appclip. There are 8 tasks that we need to complete. Let's move on to the first one, which is to create the appclip target. Open the starter project directory. And then here we already have a iOS app target here. Let's add another target. Search for appclip here and then click next. Give it the name of MovieDB clip. Okay, then just click finish and activate the scheme. That's it for the appclip target. Let's mark this as done in the checklist. Okay, let's move on to the second task. In this task, we are going to use Firebase hosting to upload the Apple associated domain file. You can also use free other hosting service that you prefer to. I'm going to use Firebase CLI to upload the file. We need to have Node.js installed first. After that, just open terminal and type sudo npm install with g-flag firebase -tools. Enter your password here and wait for the installation to finish. Okay, it's finished. Now type Firebase login. It will open the browser to ask us to log in using Google account. Just click allow here and close the browser and navigate to the directory that you want to save the project. In this case, I'm going to use desktop directory. Inside the directory, create a new folder using mkdir MovieDB -hosting. Navigate inside the folder and then type Firebase init. Okay, just select hosting here. Create a new project. Enter a unique ID. In this case, I'm going to use MovieDB -alvian. We will create the Google Cloud Platform project. Wait for it to finish. Just use the default public directory and then set no to configure as a single page app. Okay, it write all the configuration files inside this directory. Okay, open the directory using your favorite code editor. In this example, I'm going to use Visual Studio Code. And then go to Firebase.json here. So basically what we need to do is just to set the header of the source directory of Apple AppSet association file to use application/json as the content type. Let's just copy the code from the starter project. I've provided it inside the Firebase.json. Just copy from the headers to the app association here. And then paste it. Don't forget to add comma here. Okay, that's it for the Firebase.json. To enable the associated domain, we need to upload the Apple AppSet association file inside a directory named .wellknown. So click on the public folder here. Create a new folder named .well-known, and then inside the directory, create a new file named apple-app site association, like this. For the content inside this file, just open the starter project and then copy and paste it here. This prefix part, this is the theme ID that you can retrieve from the iOS Member Center website, and then this suffix part is your appclip bundle ID. Just go to the MovieDB clip target here and then copy the bundle identifier and then just pass it here and then save. That's basically it. Now we are going to deploy to Firebase. To do that, just go back to the terminal and type Firebase deploy. Wait for the process to finish. Okay, this is the hosting URL Just copy this, open Safari, paste this, and then append it with .well -noun apple -app type. Okay, it successfully opened the Apple at site association file that we have before. Okay, let's mark this task as done in the checklist. Okay, let's move on to the next task. We need to go back to the appclips target and add the associated domain capabilities. Select the MovieDB clip target here and then go to the Signing and Capabilities tab. Click on the plus capability, search for associated domains, and create an entitlements file. Here, click on the plus button to add the new domains. Select the default value and type appclips Allen. For the prefix, we need to use our URL domain. In this case, my domain name is moviedb-albion.webapp. I can just copy this and append it. Okay, that's basically my associated domains. Let's mark this task as done in the checklist. Okay, for the next task, we need to add shared target membership to several Swift source files that will be used both in the app target and the appclips target. Let's go back to Xcode here. Let's create a shared folder from the root and let's copy all of these models, bindings, and views and services. Okay. For the models, we are going to use all the models, and for the bindings, we won't use the movie search state. So drag this back here. For the views, we won't be using the search bar. Drag it back. And we won't be using the movie search view. Okay. And for the services, we will be using all of these files. Okay. So now just select all of these files inside the shared folders. And then in this identity and type inspector, just check this MovieDB clip inside the target membership. So that's basically it. We have added the shared target membership to several of the Swift source code files, so we can use it in the appclips target. That's it for this task. Let's mark this as done in the checklist. Okay, let's move on to the next task, which is to configure the appclips views. Navigate to the content view inside the clip. Select the body implementation and declare the movie list view. That's it. Make sure to select the MovieDB clip scheme and build and run. Make sure it's successful. Okay. Let's move on and mark this task as done. Okay, let's move on to the next task. The next task is to handle the Deeplink URL with the movie ID param. So basically we need to create a handler. So whenever the invocation passes with a movie ID as the URL query parameter, we can parse it and present a movie detail screen for the movie. So let's go back to Xcode, and then to handle that, we can add the onContinue user activity. Here we can pass the NX activity browsing web, and then for the closure, just create a private method, name handle user activity, accept a single parameter, which is NS user activity. Let's pass this handle user activity. Okay. So to present a model sheet, we need a state property. Let's create one. In this case, we are going to store the Deeplink movie ID as an integer. So it will be optional. And then we just need to add the sheet modifier, passing the binding of the Deeplink movie ID. And for the content, we can just first we use a navigation view. Inside the navigation view, we're going to declare the movie detail view, passing the movie ID. Okay, then last we need to, okay, there's some error here. Let's see. Oh, it requires that int conforms to identity variable. We can do that. Just create an extension here for integer, and then use public var id int. We're going to return self. Okay, should be okay now. Okay, let's add this. I forgot to add. Okay, now integer already conforms to identity variable. Let's finish the implementation inside the handle user activity. First, we can use the guard statement to retrieve the incoming URL by asking the user activity web page URL. Then we are going to construct an URL components using this initializer. Just pass the incoming URL and just pass true for the resolving against dash URL. And let's get the query items, also an optional. It's an array. Okay. And last, we going to get the ID using the first where. Here we just need to check the name of the query item is ID. Okay, and that's all. In the else block, we just set the Deeplink movie ID as nil and then return. Continuing on, let's just assign the Deeplink movie ID by casting the ID string as an integer. Okay, some typo here should be. Check what's there. Okay, this is the query item. Just access the value here. It should be a string. Okay, now I can just cast this into an integer. Okay, let's build. Okay, that's it. We have created this on continuous activity to handle the Deeplink parsing, and then using a sheet modifier to present the movie details. Let's mark this task as done. Okay, we finally finished all the tasks required to implement the appclip target. Now we need to test the appclip. Where the first task is just to test the appclip using an Xcode simulator. So first, make sure you get the API key from the moviedb.org website, and you can just copy the API key here and then navigate to the movie store and then pass that inside the API key constant. Also, before you begin, please delete the full app if you have installed it first. After that, select the MovieDB clip and the simulator device and build and run. Okay, shows the movie list screen successfully. Nice. Okay, now we need to test the Deeplink URL here. To simulate that, we can just go to the edit scheme and then select run. Here, when we create the appclip target, Xcode already created the _xc appclip URL environment variable for us. We just need to enable this by clicking here, and then for the value, let's just append this vary parameter for ID with the value of 337401. It is the movie ID for the Disney's 2020 Mulan. We're going to test that. Okay, click on close and then run again. Nice, the Deeplink works and it presents the Mulan movie detail screen model. Okay, that's it for testing with the simulator. Let's mark this task as done in the checklist. Okay, let's move on to the final task, which is to show the app card using local experience and NFC tag invocation. Before you can begin, you need to have a veritable NFC tag. Then, using an app of your choice, write the URL of the appclip to the NFC. In this case, I'm going to use an iOS app named Smart NFC to write the NFC URL. You can use any other app that you want. You can also use the free app from the Google Play Store if you have Android device. Okay, so let me show my iPhone screen here, and let me open Smart NFC. Let me show you the process. Here, just tap on write a tag and then tap on add a record, tap on link. For the URL, you just need to use the URL from the associated domain. In this case, I'm using MovieDB alvian.web app. Okay, let me type https moviedb alvian.web. Okay, tap on the add URL record and then tap on write message to tag. Prepare your NFC tag and then tap on the iPhone. Okay, successfully written. Now let's go back to the home screen. From here, you can just go to settings and then go to developer, select local experiences. I have created my local experience. just fill the URL prefix with the associated domain URL for the app clip. And then for the bundle ID, use the bundle ID for the app clip target. And for the title, subtitle, and action, just use anything that you want. Okay, just click save. Let's go back. Okay, then using the NFC tag, tap on the back of the iPhone. Okay, the app card now is shown. You can just tap on open here. Nice, it successfully opened the app clip using the NFC tag. Okay, so that's basically it for testing using the NFC tag with local experiences. Let's mark this as done in the checklist. Okay, so that's basically it for this app clip tutorial. We have successfully added the app clip target to an existing SwiftUI MovieDB app. There are many other amazing things that we can explore, such as sign in with Apple and pay with Apple integration. I encourage you to explore more about that and create many more amazing app clips. So until the next one, stay healthy and keep the lifelong learning goes on. Bye!